and welcome back. Today's video, as you will see, is my 1 year anniversary of my motor neurone disease diagnosis. It's kind of no one ever wants to make something that is about a milestone of a diagnosis, but I feel it's important to share because I've been very open and honest about my story and my journey so far, and if I'm honest, I never saw this day coming. For anyone that is hit with that diagnosis, whether that is directly or indirectly, I think your first thoughts, or my first thoughts, my opinion, is that you automatically go to the worst possible scenario, which is the end. And I remember in those first kind of few days that were a blur, I was everything was final. That was it. I needed to sort my funeral. I needed to say things to people that I perhaps hadn't said before. And what I've slowly learnt over the past year is the value of family, the value of friendship, and whilst I would not wish MND on anybody whatsoever, I'm going to say I have to be thankful for it, and I don't know if that's the right terminology, but that's the only way that I can probably think about saying it. I'm thankful for the opportunities that I've been able to do and to achieve the last year. I'm so humbled by the generosity of people, the openness, just how helpful people have been. I think as a nation, as Brits, we're quite guilty of I'm okay, I'm fine, and more or less I have been fine, but it's also accepting that people want to help. And before, you'd be like, oh no, don't worry, you don't want to put people out, but we really have let people help us, and words will never be enough, actions will never be enough to thank those people for what they have done. And yeah, so whilst it's a 1 year anniversary, my first anniversary, it kind of brings me different feelings. It makes me wonder what's coming ahead. But it makes me reflect on the last year and the changes. Okay, yes, my body has changed, and I have probably changed somewhat as well, because I've always said that MND is not me, it's a part of me, it forms part of me, but it doesn't, it's not my be all and end all. I'm still me, I'm still doing all the things, we're still travelling around the world. I'm not letting something stop me. And yeah, I don't want to say I only really started living following the diagnosis, because we'd done a lot of things before, but it puts everything into perspective. It enabled us to live and go and do all these crazy things that we've done the last year, and there are still more for us to do, more for me to do, and I'm so proud of what I have done. My biggest thing, and kind of my strapline on my GoFundMe page, was about we all die. It's not about it's more about what your legacy will be, what you will leave behind. And I want to know that before I leave this world, before my footprints leave this earth, I want to know that I did everything that I possibly could do. And just this morning I saw a news article about another sports player being diagnosed with MND, and it was this week, it was Rare Disease Day, and they say that MND is a rare disease, but there are more people in the spotlight, the kind of media main channels that are being diagnosed with it, and this is why it's so important. And I recently tweeted about, I wonder if some people are like, oh, shut up Sam, you keep going on about MND. And then I realised when I was diagnosed, or following that I made a vow to myself to be honest about it. I want to show the good, the bad, the ugly, because that's the realities of someone living with MND. And I'm so grateful to the MND community for answering all the questions that I've had. I'm hoping that I'm helping others in their journey, and I just want to be able to show this is what life is like. It's not doom and gloom. I can go out, I can have fun, and I don't know how many more anniversaries I will have, and that's something that I try not to think about, but I think it's also impossible not to think about because I have to be realistic. And I savour every day. I'm thankful for every day that I'm here. None of us ever know in any capacity when our time will come, and it brings me peace to know that I'm doing what I can and to do the things that I want to do whilst I'm here, and to tell people things whilst I'm still here, because when we are gone, that's it. So yeah, the last year has been the most craziest but joyful years, if I can say that. It's taught me a lot. As I said, I've learned a lot about myself, about the condition itself, and I was once worried about how people would perceive me with my disability, and I'm learning it doesn't matter. What matters is you, nobody else. And just from like my TikTok account, I've had people from all around the world messaging me, leaving comments, and it again brings me a lot of comfort knowing I'm able to help people, because I didn't see someone like me when I was looking at possible diagnosis before I was giving it. And we can all read on the internet, Dr. Google, we can all go down rabbit warrens of information, stats, lots of science stuff and all of that, which is relevant to a point. But I also wanted to see someone that was like me, that was relatively young, no comments, and that I could relate to somebody. And I have been able to the last year. I have met people similar ages that are going through it, and one thing that I find in every person with MND, whether you're young, old, whatever race, ethnicity, sexuality, religion, whatever it is that we fight. We don't give up. You just find new ways of doing things, and that's exactly what I have. Whilst things may be difficult, I don't let them win. You just find different ways of doing stuff. And yeah, I'm super proud of everything the last year. Thanks to the generosity of my family, my friends, people I've never met. We've raised thousands via the GoFundMe page, which we're so thankful for, and also for the MND Association. In just 12 months, we're just about to approach, I think, about £14,000. My goal is 50. I won't stop. There are more things in the pipeline yet to come. There's Samfest, my very own music festival. There's something else which I can't say, which is going to be photographed very soon. And I'm constantly thinking of different ways to involve people in fundraising. Just yesterday there was a breakthrough in some research, and I tweeted saying, this is what your generosity does. It does and will save lives. It will go on to allow more research and for more treatments, and that's only possible by the continual fundraising and the passion behind it. And I know I'm not going to stop. I will speak about it until I'm blue in the face. But I just wanted to pop this on as a marker, so for when I'm perhaps not around, it's there, it's out in the digital world. And as I said, I don't know how many anniversaries I'm going to get, but I will savour each and every one of them. And the last 12 months have been a ride and a half, and I'm just as excited for the next year. We will see what it brings. We will see the changes as they happen. And as I said, it really has taught me the value of family, friendship, love, and how all of that sounds really cheesy, but it's made me get through a lot of turbulent times. And it's by the support that I've received, it makes me feel, and this is one thing I want to get across to people, is that you're not alone. It can feel very isolating, but just me being able to speak out, I hope enables other people to be able to go, you know what, I'm not in this alone. There are other people. There's a lot of help out there. I would say the association have been top dollar. They have, from day one, held my hand for everything, because it's a road that nobody knows where the journey will take them, how long it will take, and the various roads that you're going to go down. And I just learned to live in the here and now, as I've said before, and I'm so proud of everything that I've achieved and other people have achieved on my behalf. I'm always so very humbled to have people doing things for me to raise raise money in my name, and that's not going to stop. So here's to the first year. What a year. And here's to the second. See you soon.